In the US today, Donald Trump was there issuing a pardon to his former National Security Advisor, Michael Flynn. We see these presidential pardons happen at the end of a term. This is one. It's been a legal saga brought about by Special Counsel Robert Mueller's investigation into Russian interference in the 2016 election. But I'm keen for a comment on that. But I'm also, have we heard anything said from Israel in relation to this alleged prisoner swap?
Well, if I go to the prisoner swap firstly, the Prime Minister, I think, did say that he hadn't had any communications from the Israelis. And look, I wouldn't underestimate the ability of the Israeli government to look after the welfare and well-being of their own citizens. They have very long memories, and it's unpalatable as these sorts of things may be. I think getting an Australian out of an illegitimate confinement is important, and Israel can look after its own people. Going back to Flynn, I'm so pleased you didn't use the headline that was in a paper today about the disgraced general, because he was set up. There's no question. Comey sent in a couple of FBI agents originally to question him without the Department of Justice approval. They caught him in a misleading response, and they prosecuted him, and they've even admitted since, and most recently, that there was no basis to charge him, and in the end he was charged with lying to the FBI. And by crikey, the FBI should be charged with lying to themselves, because they've told so many stories under Comey and Mueller. And remember, this Russian collusion was all made up, manufactured by Hillary Clinton, and gone on and perpetuated by the media, by the Democrats, Obama and others. It is an abject disgrace, but I'm pleased he's been pardoned, and I hope there's plenty more who have been unfairly charged as well. Will be.
James?
Well, I mean, it's everything that Corey said, but really, Peter, it's actually worse than that. You know, the reason why Donald Trump had to pardon General Flynn was because the Department of Justice had asked the judge, Justice Sullivan, to vacate the charges. They said, there's no case here. We are done with this case. Let him go. This guy, Sullivan, sitting on the bench, had kept dragging it out with the idea, I think, to hold a legal noose over him past January 20th, past a Biden inauguration, so that the Justice Department might then be able to start charges up again against him. Flynn was prosecuted under a bogus Logan Act violation for doing exactly what Biden people are doing right now, having contacts with their Russian counterparts and counterparts around the globe. And Flynn, to come back to what we were talking about before, was going to be a big architect of undoing that Iran deal. The Obama administration didn't want that to happen, and they used their Justice Department even before Trump took office to start spying on Flynn and the Trump administration to protect their own foreign policy wicket. It's just an absolute disgrace. Everybody who's saying that this was a corrupt pardon has no idea what they're talking about. This whole prosecution, including the Mueller prosecution, just stinks to high heaven, and thank God Trump pardoned this guy, because he well deserved it.